it became a scarier place to be. Whereas
You
at
know, it
once
was
I used
like,
to go downtown
okay,
and get
we're
served
in
in the
this,
restaurant.
and we're in this together.
Remember all of us getting in that.
I understood that. You know, so time just dragged on, and
With dynamite.
Everybody who felt like that.
The University of Wisconsin-Oshkosh has launched an investigation.
Leaders say inappropriate images were posted on social media.
A late-night post Thursday depicting racist symbols and hate speech circulated social media.
A lot of students were faced with racism in the classrooms, and there was no place to address it. You know, and we felt that we should be getting more protection from the university.
I think that you hear the people dismiss racism and homophobia the most for people who haven't experienced it.
When they aren't surrounding themselves from people who differ from them, especially those of different colors, of different backgrounds, of different socioeconomic statuses, then you're allowing yourself to stay ignorant, which then again just repeats the cycle, showing that you really don't know what's going on because you're choosing to live with blinders on. Well, basically the story for those who aren't updated. So I was updated by an email from Ian McDonald, who was the white cisgendered men that I was running against, and said that there had been an incident, that they were going to the dean's office with Jacob Banfield and they were going to turn themselves in. That's when they told me or showed me the Snapchat that said, "Hey UWO, vote for these guys," which was like a picture of the Jacob and Ian, unless you want a lesbian or a monk to win. My problem was that they had not reached out to us when this incident happened, and so Alina Pahua and I felt the need to make our own call of action, to demand change on campus, to reach out to the victims before you reach out to the perpetrator.
We're human. We're part of the human race. We shouldn't have to stand here and try to preach to
to people of the majority group of what it means to be hurt. If you put yourself in a situation where you're hurt, you know what it means. It doesn't matter because we're minorities and we're people of color. We're still people at the end of the day. We still feel the same way as you.
One thing I am tired of at this campus is how they just like parade minority students around as like show ponies for everything. And I'm so tired of seeing, bless her, she's gone, but Dr. Sylvia Carey Butler, I'm tired of seeing them bring her out for like 30 seconds to like rally everyone up and then step back into the shadows for every minority, issue. I'm tired of them like bringing out the Black Student Union for any like little thing they need and then like shoving them back in. I'm so tired of that, and I feel like they really need to have like more powerful minority people in higher positions that really influence things other than minority programs.
The administration views were narrow-minded, were short-sighted, and wrong.
The effects of Black Thursday, I think, are very present in our current climate and environment. My name is Dr. Alicia Johnson. My pronouns are she, her, and hers, and I direct the Women's Center on campus, and I also teach in our Women's and Gender Studies program. The demands that were made back then by the Oshkosh 94 are still not met. And I think that 50 years later, it is embarrassing for us as an institution, and administrators have also openly expressed this embarrassment that we haven't done or made more progress on what the Black or African American students had demanded at that time.
My name is Tracy Robertson. I am the co-founder and executive director of Fit Oshkosh here in Oshkosh, Wisconsin. I moved here in August of 2011 from Chicago.
My name is Angie Lee, and I have lived in Oshkosh for almost 4 years now. I moved here from Central Illinois, but I grew up near the suburbs of Chicago. And we moved here because my husband got a job at UW Oshkosh in the sociology department.
My daughter and I experienced a number of microaggressions that helped me to know almost immediately that I was not a person who could fit into Oshkosh culture, and I wanted to do something about that. And so Color Brave is my answer to all of the systemic racism and oppression that we've experienced since we've lived here.
I think that we have to set up social infrastructure for people to come together. So meaning the idea that shared spaces can help tear down walls and barriers between different cultural groups. I think that this space has that intention of bringing people together no matter their background. And when all the research says that when we are socially connected, there are better health outcomes and people are happier, and it's only through that social capital that we can elevate a community. And so I believe that Color Brave Collective can serve as that social infrastructure to bring in social capital.
One of the things I hear from people in the community, particularly people of color, is that there is no space that feels like it's for me. And so I'm hoping that the space we create will be just that. It'll be a space where anyone, no matter what their racial identity is, or their cultural identity is, or their sexual orientation is, or their religious background is, can come here and feel safe. And as if they're amongst people who authentically care about them and authentically care about the experiences that they're having. So that's what we're hoping to create with the Color Brave Collective. In terms of what it would do for the Oshkosh campus, we talk to students a lot in our work, and we often hear the same thing, that we're having a difficult time finding a space that feels authentic and safe for us.
To have a dedicated safe space shows that it's a first step. I think that first We do need to have those safe spaces. We need to have places recognized as safe spaces. But eventually, I truly hope that one day they don't exist, because everywhere should be a safe place. As cheesy as that sounds, it's true. There shouldn't have to be designated safe spaces.
Well, I would like to see the university take like stronger action to show that they care. So I would like to see, like, for instance, they keep talking about inclusion and diversity, and everything that you need if you're a diverse student is on the edge of campus. So if they were actually serious with this brand new building that they have, this Reeve building, why not put some with the Black Student Union, or put the LGBTQ Resource Center that's just a basement? Why not put them in the middle of campus and show where the heart of campus is?
The current administration is really trying to make amends for that and trying to diversify the faculty, but it also takes commitment from each and every person. It takes commitment not only from the administration, but also from the department chairs and other faculty to really make it an inclusive environment on campus, so that when we are able to recruit diverse faculty, whether it's racial minoritized faculty or queer faculty, then we are able to retain them, because we're creating a space that is affirming and accepting of all of their experiences and identities.
We cared enough to do something different. We cared enough to create a space so that people in our community could feel welcome and safe. So now we're not just saying it, because we say it a lot. Now we've actually done something, and we have a space that we all came together and felt was important enough to build. So I hope that that's what this opportunity will do for the community at large.
I don't want any student to have to feel like they need to do this unpaid emotional labor of educating people who identify within the majority, whatever that identity is, whether it's a white student or a straight student or a cisgender student or staff or faculty even as well. I want students to be able to focus on what they came here to do, and that is to get an education and prepare themselves for advancing the workplace in the future. And when they have to continually educate people around them, it is emotionally exhausting, and it takes a toll on their